I'm actually going to put my hat on. I left the hat out here. There we go. I don't want to wear that one. I do have a Dangerous Edge hat. We do have a Dangerous Edge hat. Get all the spiders out of it. All right. Well, welcome to the stream. If you're catching this on YouTube, I try and make these streams on YouTube more of a watch after the effect too, just so that way, if you're watching this later, you feel included and we're having a good time. So we're gonna throw some axes and knives to get started. I'm actually gonna change my shirt real quick too. Sorry, everyone. I'm a bit off scale. I'm gonna put on a Dangerous Edge tank top real quick. Welcome to the stream. We got a fun one planned today. We're gonna do some challenges with axe and knife throwing, and then after that, I'm gonna try some other cool things and just kind of get my workout for the day. You know, this is how I do my workout. But here's something interesting. So I was actually at that science fair, and this kid at the science fair was like, "Hey, you should try this. I know you knife throw. I watched Dangerous Edge." And so he's like, "Hey, drink this," and he gave me this potion he made in his science class. Apparently, this mimics the Captain America Super Soldier Serum, and he says if you drink this, you'll be very good at knife throwing. So we're gonna throw for a bit, and I'm gonna take a sip of this potion and see if it actually does make me better at knife throwing. So we're going to keep that in mind. I'm going to put the potion over here for now. But if we get 20 likes, maybe I'll drink the potion and we can see if it really helps with knife throwing. So we're going to start out with some knives. Get nice and loose with some half spin throws. I'll give you 2 logs. There we go. Get the rust off the shoulder blades. I gotta say, I've been throwing really good these days, so I'm pretty happy about it. We'll do some no spin. So we did some half spins, no spin, some full spin we'll do next. I kind of want to try out some throws I don't do too often. I want to keep them hot, you know? So this will be full spin. I always mess with the first full spin. Again, full spin has been a bit of my rival throw these days. I think I don't take it serious enough when I try it. Yeah, see, it takes a few to lock in. We have a rogue knife. Let's see. I painted my knives red so you guys can see them. But also, if you're ever throwing knives in like a dirt area or grass even, it can really help to see them. Yeah, see, I'm getting like 2 out of 4 for my full spin. We're going to get 4. We're going to do 2 on each log right now. Sometimes giving yourself a challenge to your throwing makes you throw better. See, again, I missed the first 2. And then I'm like, what am I messing up on the first 2? That I'm learning. Feels like I'm throwing them the same, but I think maybe they're over-rotating. Okay, I'm figuring out the handhold again. We're going to get 4 in a row. Yesterday we did 10 in a row of full spin, half spin, and no spin. I gotta say, I really hated doing those no spins at the end. They were challenging me. Again. But we have some fun stuff planned today. We're just getting loose. We can go for some big challenges today. Feeling like I'm going big. Let's check the chat real quick. Got 10 people watching. To see the shirt change. What's up, Jarvis Jerry? Did you see? I'm gonna reshare with the class. I went to a science fair the other day, and one of the kids there was a big fan of Dangerous Edge, and he made something for the channel. He made us this Super Soldier Serum. He said that it works like the Super Soldier Serum from Captain America, Great America. So we're going to drink this and see if it actually helps my throwing. Right now we're just doing a bit of warm-up throws. Trying to lock in. There we go. Had to take a break from my full spins to get them hot. So there's 4 full spin rotations in a row. Let's do some double throws. So we're going to throw 2 knives at once. We're going to do a double full spin. Okay, let's do that again. Ah, robbed. So throwing 2 knives at once is a very fun challenge. Essentially, you just throw the same exact way, but you throw harder and you let it rotate longer. So there's 2 full spin. And there's a fail. We're going to drink that Super Soldier serum. And apparently the kid said that I will not miss throwing. I will never miss again if I drink that. So I'm curious to see how that goes. We're going to do 2 double full spins. Okay, that under rotated. Same problem there. Yeah, been throwing a lot these days. The weather's finally better, so I'm really enjoying these workouts. Here we go. This time I'm going to throw it a little harder, let it spin more. And there we go. So can we do it again? There we go. 4 knives, 2 throws, 4 rotations. Now we're going to do double half spins. So we're going to do a different throw, 2 at a time. Let me check the chat real quick. Got 9 people here. We got 1 like. We're just having some fun. Here we go. 2 knives, half spin. This one's a little easier in my mind. See, right there. If you watched earlier last week, or earlier this week, I pinned a can throwing 2 knives like that, where both knives went into the Coca-Cola. All right, so now we'll do double no spin. We're going to line them up. Ooh, that was sloppy, but we'll take it. There we go. So 2 double no spins in a row. No rotations on those knives. They just go like this. So 90. But I guess we don't consider it a rotation unless it moves 180. What's up, everyone? We're just throwing. Let's do some tactical. This is the one I have trouble with. It's a very light hold. Very light hold. That was on the tip, too. That one I don't throw too often unless I'm throwing a target really far away because it rotates very slow when you want it to rotate very slow. But let's try to get 4 of those. Yeah, it just feels so dainty in my hand. I feel like I'm like very uncertain of how I'm throwing it right now. But that's 3. Can we get 4? Ooh, I thought that last one was going to come out. But there we go. 4 instinctive knife throws. So we're not going to waste some challenges pretty easily here. So we do 1 of each type of throw. So we're going to do the instinctive. This is the one we just threw. Okay, we'll run that back. We're going to be doing some knife throwing, some axe throwing. I'm going to drink a magic potion to see if it helps my throwing. That's all planned for today. Okay, we'll grab that one last. So there's that one. And we'll do no spin. Half spin. So we just need to hit a full spin. And that's all 4 in a row. Full spin. Come to me. That was a sloppy full spin. We'll run that back. Oh, I guess it isn't there. Sometimes the full spins kickflip. You don't necessarily want that. There we go. Okay. So that's 4 different throws. We're getting a nice knife warm up. Usually I warm up with the axes because they're heavier. But we'll do that now. So we're going to go into our axes. We'll do two at a time. Axe throwing is much easier, just as fun in some ways, and more of a workout per throw, I'd say, than knife throwing. We're just going to do a medley of different techniques, targeting different logs, work on adjustments. Sometimes I like to do this like mental improv where I don't make a decision on what throw or target until I'm done throwing the other one. So I try and make it like a quick decision, you know? Something like that. Get used to that like fluidness of like all the throws, all the styles. I'll check the chat right now after these two. Let's do some opposite hand. We'll warm up our right hand. There we go. It's good to use both hands. Checking out the chat. We got 3 likes, 16 viewers. Nice. Jarvis, you still here? I'm going to show everyone the super soldier serum I got at a science fair. We're going to be drinking this to see if it helps my throwing in just a bit. Curious what's in that. Very interesting potion. Yeah, right now we're just throwing. Let's do a challenge. Should we try and stick everything I got? Should I tell you how many we have, or should we just do it all? Let's do it all. I'll tell you. 4, 5, 9, 15. All right, we're going to throw 15 in a row right now. We'll put these here so there's space. Because we're going to need a lot of space here. Good space. Oh, wow. We're leaving ourselves a lot of room. And we'll throw 4 of these red ones. Okay, that last one's a little dicey. We're going to throw 3 of these silver ones. Okay, 4 more. We got 3 more silver ones. We're running out of space. We got to go low, which I don't like that idea, but let's see how it goes. Okay. Now, technically, I'm going to be honest, that last one hit the log, below the log. So we're going to give that a rethrow if we get the machete. Machete would be 15. Oh, not a good start. So now we have to pick a spot where it's not going to crash. And I think maybe our best bet is on one of the far sides. So we're going to go far right. Oh, we missed. Okay, well, that was a pretty good first tee. Like I said, this one is actually in the log below. That doesn't count. So that's 13 in a row, first try. Mostly very basic throwing techniques. The harder throw techniques you pepper into your combo, obviously the harder it is to keep it going. So these are all half spin knife throws, full spin axe throws, very basic. So we're going to try that challenge again. I believe it's 15 in a row of a little bit of everything. These axe throws are really good. I was very happy with how linear and connected they were because, as you can see, the board fills up quick. And you will rob yourself of a combo if you throw a knife and you hit the axe. You're not gonna stick that one. So let's run it back. We're gonna do the same challenge, and I'll check the chat. 15 in a row. Let's go with the big log. Let's try and get all the big toys up first. But now it's like really hard to. Okay, now the machete. Okay, so now we just need to pepper. We need to pepper like 10 knives in between all of this. I think our best bet is the small log. See, we we clogged up the battlefield. So we need to rethink. The small log is great if I could fit like the axes on there, because then it's out of the way. And you can see the handles of the axe are actually what block the target. So I think I had it right the first time. We're going to start with the machete and let this decide. Okay, I think that machete's staying in there. Now let's get some axes in the small log. If we could fit 3 in there, that would be crazy. I think we'll stop at 2. We might need to Hail Mary a knife into there later. Okay, let's throw some knives just to get some on the board. We're going to go as far to the left. Ah, my hand slipped on that one. Dang. All right, restart. If you're just joining us, welcome to Danger's Edge. My name is Ryan Myers. We are doing a 15 trail mix randomized weapon combo. And then I'm going to drink a super soldier potion I got from a kid at a science fair to see if it helps me throw better. So let's start the axes again. Just shut down that log, see if we get crazy with a knife. Sweet, there's 1 knife there. Okay. The machete, I feel like, is going to rob me, so I got to... There we go. I don't know if that's going to stay, but it's staying now. We got an axe. Can we put another axe above that without hitting it? Wow, that was crazy. If you could slow-mo that, see what happened. We'll talk about that after. Now we have 5 more knives to pepper in to get our score. 1, 2, 3. Dang. So what happened with the axe is I threw it. It bounced off the handle of the machete and went over there. That was a crazy, like, accidental trick shot. Okay, so we're trying 15 in a row. I think that was it. I felt confident. I think that one was going in, but I hit the other knife. So that's just a failure on space management. That's part of the game. We want to get good at throwing exactly where we need to throw. And the trick to this, actually, is to by throwing with intention. So I try to throw the big things to the sides, so that way there's more room in the middle for all the small stuff. Kind of make like a perimeter, if you will. Some of these axes are pretty janky right now. We'll check the chat. Let's see how we're in chat. We got 61 people, 3 likes. Yeah, Jarvis Jerry, we got that super soldier serum. I'll share it with the class. All right, everyone. So I went to a science fair. There's a fan of Dangerous there. He said, drink this. I made it for you. And he said that this will make my knife and axe throwing even better. So not yet. Not yet. Not going to drink it yet. We're going to try and get 15 in a row. And then we're going to drink the super soldier serum and see how that helps. 1, 2. Perfect. Let's see if we can get the machete on the right. That's a weird one. That's like, I might have to go crazy and hit the axe on the right to salvage that throw. Perfect, folks. I'm happy with that. We can get our axe. That's a weird spot, because now we have 10 knives. We're going to start out with the knives I don't like as much. And that's why. Okay. Dang, that was a pretty good axe and machete setup for a 10 knife combo to come out. Actually, the machete, I want it to go in like this. You can imagine how much it blocks the target. And also, I'm remembering all my strategy now. You really want to start throwing at the target at the bottom of it. Because if you're gonna throw a bunch of things at the target, if you stick everything on the top section first, you're gonna make it a lot harder to fill up the whole log. You want to aim at the bottom first. Like, not like that. Okay, that was really good. Let's end this. Five more. Four more. We're running out of space. Space is an illusion. There we go, folks. Nice 15 to start the day. What do we think of that? We'll come in, show you guys what just happened. We got 93 people here. We just stuck 15 in a row. Our classic game of space management. I started with the axes, try to put them on the sides. Hit the machete low, that's exactly where I needed that. And then we have 10 knives peppered in the middle here. So I'm pretty proud of that spacing. I think that looks pretty good. We're gonna have a little bit of water. And then we're gonna drink that super potion. And then we'll see if it can help me do a backflip. So if we get to 10 likes, let me show you guys for a second. So I'm gonna zoom this in. Let me know how the angle is. Let me know how the audio is. So let me make sure you can see everything you are hoping to see close up. So here it is. This is the potion I was given by a kid at his science fair. He said he made this specifically for Dangerous Edge, and it's made in a way that will help you throw knives and axes even better. So we just got 15 in a row. And if we get 10 likes, I'm going to drink the potion and see what happens. See if I get better at throwing. So it's up to you guys. I'm getting thirsty out here. Maybe I won't drink water. I'll just save my thirst for the potion. We just need 10 likes. I'm going to take down my arsenal here. We threw everything on the bench for today. I have probably over 100 different things to throw, but they all have like their cycle on the, it's like baseball. I bench a lot of different things I don't feel like throwing. And these are the ones that are currently on the roster. I'm actually excited to bring out some new axes, but I'm trying to destroy the ones I'm using now before I bring out nice, clean, pretty ones. So you can also check the description of this live, and you'll see all of our information. Feel free to give us a sub. We're trying to hit 3K. We also have our store there where you can see our preference for this kind of axe and knives if you want to get some of your own. It's always fun. So I'm going to take a sip of water and check the chat, see if we're at 10 likes, and I'll drink the super potion and see what happens. Who knows what it could do to me. We're going to be throwing for as long as I can without getting into a throwing slump and being too tired. So we got 4 likes. Let's get those likes up. We're going to drink that super serum. How about, before we drink that, while we wait, we can try and pin a can. If you're a fan of axe and knife throwing, you're probably familiar with the concept of throwing a can in the air, throwing a knife, and sticking it into that log. So we could try and pin with an axe, a knife, or the machete. I've done it with everything. If I want to do it fast, I'd probably do it with a knife. So how about the first comment? Machete, axe, or knife? Let me know in the comments, in the chat, and that's what I'll throw at the can. Until then, I'm just going to throw forward no spin. Just constantly be throwing. That's the trick. So these are the no spin technique I've been practicing. There we go. Very, very, very relaxed. It's a very relaxed throw. If you start getting flexy and stressed out when you no spin, you're probably going to end up throwing a knife and having it rotate a whole bunch like that. Or you're going to just miss some minor calculation. Let's do 4 more. That was a pretty fast sequence of no spin. It's hard to set your hand up. We're checking the chat. Well, we got 4 likes, 88 people. If we get to 10 likes, we're going to drink the Super Soldier Serum. So let's get those up. I'm actually really thirsty, so I'm hoping to drink that soon, folks. Help me out. Yeah, we're just throwing today, trying to keep our arms strong. Switch over to some axe. We're going to throw 1 axe. And we're just going to do some double spins. Doubles. Here we go. Okay, so that under-rotated by half. Under-rotated. This axe actually spins really slow. But this is one of my favorite axes we have right now, the DWFKHT. I don't know, is this their tomahawk perhaps? But there we go, there's a double spin with it. Just how to get a snappier release, get that extra half rotation. This blade's extra sharp, so I always got to put my foot on the log to pry it out like Excalibur. Checking the chat, how we doing? We got 85 people. Let's do a double underhand. Oh, that was probably the cleanest double under. I can't wait to watch that later in the live. See how my angle was with you guys, but you can see here. And then it's just like changing gears. Get that thing out of there. Whew. Let's do some double axe throws. How about that? We're just doing variety right now. So these are the same product, but they're not identical anymore because of damage. But we can throw 2 at once. The trick here is just to make sure it rotates all the way. It'll be a slower rotation than 1 axe. And also, see that? When I jerked away, they move. So you got to move slow for the wind up and then launch full force like this. And they separated, but we still got the 2. In case you're wondering, these are 2-piece axes, so the handle does pop out. You make me look bad. Like that. So you can replace the handle, or you can replace the axe head. But as you can see, it's not my favorite kind of like amenity to an axe because it constantly falls out when you throw underhand. And you got to reload the axe. Reloading the axe. All right, let's do double over now. So this is also a fun one. Okay, that's heavier than I remember it being. But we can get that. We did an ad for these when we were given to them. When we were given them by Sequoia, we did an ad for these, and I did a couple of fun throws like this for the ad. Oh, see how they separated? So I gotta hold it. Oh, that was totally it. They both over-rotated, but they stayed together. That's what's important. So here we go. We're gonna do 2 axes at once. You can really feel this in your arms. Make sure they're level. That was much better. They didn't over-rotate, but for some reason this one didn't make it in. Just gonna loosen that. Don't want to pull on it. Alright, so we're gonna get this double axe throw, and we're gonna check the chat, and if we have 10 likes, after this throw, I'm gonna drink this Super Soldier Serum given to me at a science camp. It's supposed to make me throw knives and axes even better, so I'm excited to try that out. Right now we're going for this double axe. Oh, look at that. Synchronized swimming. You can see like the arc too of where I released like a little sideways because I think the weight tipped one way, but I committed to the throw. So that's pretty cool. I'm actually going to start doing this too. Is after I stick it, I'm just going to zoom in for you guys here. I think that's way more convenient. We're at 5 likes, folks. Give me a few more, and we'll drink that Soldier Serum and see what happens to me. Who knows what could happen. I'm going to set up the angle again. We just need 5 likes. We're trying to get to 3,000 subs and 3,000 watched hours, especially by the end of the month, because then we're monetizable. And these lives have been really good for our growth. Axe and knife throwing is just really nice for shorts content. I bet you were just scrolling, watching like a talking video, and then boom, now you're watching some guy throw an axe. It's nice variety. We're also outside. We try to promote outdoor content. We all struggle with being doom scrollers here and there. So if you can watch the stream, and when you're over it, just go outside. I think this is your sign. We're trying to snap you out of your slouch. There's so many fun things you could also be doing. Like this. I do this as my home workout. I have a 11 wave axe throwing workout I do every day to stay in shape. And I can't really do the whole gym thing, bench press, running on treadmills. This is not me. I need to work out collaterally in order to really work out in ways where I gain the muscle mass and techniques and things I care about, and I don't care about bench press much. So that's why I'm out here doing this instead. We're just throwing handles off. There we go. See, I was telling you, if you throw these underhand, it looks like it got pantsed. It's like it dropped its pants, dropped its trousers. There we go. These axes are pretty beat up from, I must have thrown both of these like 5,000 times, and they still are throwable, but as you can see, this is why you shouldn't always throw 15 things at once, because you're going to hit your axes with knives and your knives with axes. So I don't really mind with these ones. They're already kind of past their prime, so I'd rather go for a sick combo and gamify my throwing than just throw one at a time and play fetch with myself like that. All right, we're going to check the chat. We're going to show you the potion. We need 10 likes, and then we're going to drink this super soldier serum I got from a kid at his science fair. He said he made it specifically for Dangerous Edge, which is what channel you're watching. He said, you should drink this and then see how your axe and knife throwing is affected. So we're going to drink that, and then we're going to try and pin some cans. We just need to get to 10 likes. So help me out. We're at 6. Yeah. Reading the chat right now. What's the heaviest an axe can be? I don't know how to answer that, but I can show you a fun little thing. It's fun to do. We have 2 axes here. We're going to take the handle off that one, and you can just, we call this pack-a-punch if you ever play Call of Duty. Now I just pack-a-punched my axe. So this is twice as heavy, which means when you throw it, you can throw it half as hard, and that shit just sticks in. Double blade. This is like a cool little, like we said, pack-a-punch. So you can put as many axe heads as you want in here, and this is definitely a heavier weapon, but you gotta watch out when you throw. See how that comes down? You can bust a finger. So I don't want to throw this overhand unless I'm quick with it. See if we can do a quick overhand to avoid that. There we go. That was like a Indiana Jones whip, the way I had to throw it. It's got some girth to it. And this is also taken out. That's where you can build a lot of muscle mass too. So now you know how to pack-a-punch your axe, just like that, double-headed. But I'm going to put these away because I'm tired of picking up the handles. So we're going to retire these ones. In the meantime, there we go. We'll throw one axe. I gotta check the chat. That's my favorite axe. That thing is like Stormbreaker, if you know what I mean. We got 149 people here. Yeah, the double axe head's pretty awesome, huh? What's up, Northbound Impalement? Good to see you. We're trying to get to 10 likes. Help us out. We're gonna drink some super soldier serum I got at the science fair. If you don't believe me, I'll show you the potion. This is my little science project on myself here. For everyone watching, I was gifted this super soldier serum from a kid at a science fair. He said, drink this and throw some axes and knives. So I'm really curious of how this is going to do, but I decided I'll drink it at 10 likes. We'll see how it changes my throwing. But until then, let's throw some machete. It's not often people throw machetes. This one was really cheap, but it's lasted me forever. It had a wooden handle, but that had to go because the vibrations will just ruin wooden handles. So I just put electrical tape on it, and it's actually a good grip. Here we go. Very low, but here we go. There we go. What I like about this machete is it sticks really good. The tip, it's also funny, the tip gets really hot when you stick it in the wood. It like warms it up. This machete is one of the only items I throw, besides axes, that has a live blade. So that means all of this is sharp. For example, here's a machete, right? This is not a a designed to be throwing item. And you can see it has a very sharp blade here, and it's pointy, right? Let's get rid of this now. And now we have a throwing knife. And the main difference is that it's pointy, but there's no blade. This is very flat. You don't need a blade for throwing knives. In fact, it's a handicap. It's to help you. So we don't need a blade to stick a knife. You just need a pointy part, and that's the difference. So they're not sharp; they're just pointy, and that's all you need for good throwing equipment. We're at 7 likes. Can we get 3 more likes? We'll drink the super serum, and then we're going to try and pin this can. Let me know in the comments if you want me to throw an axe, a knife, or the machete to pin this Simple Times lager beer from Trader Joe's into my target. It's a good day for throwing. We're also going to end the stream as usual with a standing backflip in the grass, another part of my daily workout. I think we'll throw some more of my favorite. These are called Sure Flight by Cold Steel. It's a 12-inch knife, one of my favorites of all time. We call them the pins in our social circle because they look like bowling pins when you set them up. And the Sure Flight is not as fun to say as the pins. So let's throw some of these. We'll test my full spin right now. There's one. That's a bad one. It's a better one. Other log. Look at that. We're always complaining about our full spins out here, but you put yourself on the spot, and you once you get used to the form, you just believe that you are going to do it right. And look at that. So we got 4 here. Let's do some double throws. We're going to do 2 at once here. These are going to be half spin. These knives layer on top really well. So you can throw 2 at once almost exactly as you would if you're throwing 1. Let's see how far back that one's loose. And I got in the crack there. Look at that knife go. It went like behind. Did it fall under the mushroom? Okay, we got a missing knife back there. Let's give it like 5 minutes of looking, maybe less. Where did that go? Must have flown like, it was like a backstop. But I guess it found a secret cutaway. For the sake of the stream, we'll leave that in there. But we'll get another double on that log out of spite. There we go. And one on that one. Alright, I'm going to look at the back real quick. I think that knife might have got spit out. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to find that later, but wait a sec. Nope. Okay. Yeah, it's in the thick of it somewhere over here. Let me take my shades off for a sec. We're looking for a knife. That's alright. There's only so many places it could be back there. Alright, I'm going to check the chat, see if we have 10 likes for our Super Soldier Serum. I'm going to grab it, because I believe that you guys have 10 likes, so we're going to drink this. It's supposed to help your throwing. I'm not sure what it's made of. Checking the chat, we have 7 likes, so we can't drink this yet. Can you do a double spin with either an axe or a knife? Yeah. Let's do some of that. If we get to 10 likes, we'll drink the potion. So double spin's way easier with an axe. Let's see if we can do both back to back. It's kind of a vibes thing. So here's the double axe. Okay, we threw too high. Double knife. Underspun. So I think if you're a really good axe and knife thrower, you pretty much get everything second try. Because if I was paying attention, I learned what I messed up on. So that was an underspin on both, I think. Yeah, with the knife, it's harder to see the rotations. You kind of just feel it out. You look, and you're like, okay. But this one, I just got to spin a little more. No luck there. And then the knife too, overspun. So I need to extend on the knife. I'm gonna leave that one back there. I'll grab it after the challenge. We're gonna extend on the knife and not extend for the axe. So there's the axe. Ah, and the knife overspun. I'm gonna grab the one in the back. Good challenge, JJ. Jarvis Jerry. I think gotta figure out how the knife is hitting, but we got the axe figured out. Like I said, it's easier to understand the rotation when you're spinning a knife a lot. Kind of just like a there's the double, and then oh, so for the axe that time we underspun, and we accidentally, I say accidentally hit the double knife because I did not calculate. I just kind of felt it out. But here we go, folks. Double full spin. Nope. There's the axe. Can we grab another knife and just, I need to extend more. No, I think that, yeah, see, I don't know how it's hitting the log, so I'm not sure if I need to, slow it down and speed it up. So I'm just going to guess I need to speed it up. So we'll try starting with the knife. Okay, I slowed it down. I think that worked. Dang, no luck on the knife. But we got the axe sorted out. Like I said, it's way easier to feel what I'm doing. And usually for knife throws, I don't resort to double spins much because you can throw all the other throws, no spin, half spin, full spin, from almost any distance if you're accurate or you know how to hold the knife. That over rotated. Here we go, folks. There it is. There's the double. And there's the double. And then we'll try a long no spin. There we go. That was an ugly no spin. But pretty good on the whim. That's like 20 feet. Let's say so. Wait. Okay, you're not going to believe this. This knife is in upside down. Watch my hand. I'm pulling it out. So we actually, that happens a lot with long distance double spins. We stuck the butt of the knife in. So technically, we failed. So let's try it again. I think that was blade. That was overspun. Yeah, we're having trouble. But we got the axe. It's a double spin knife. I'm lost in the sauce on. But we're going to get this challenge. We're going to get one of each back to back. Then we're going to check the chat for 10 likes. And if we do, we're going to drink the Super Soldier Serum, try to pin a can, and do some backflips. So we'll get into our fun stuff. Right now we're trying to solve this mystery. Yeah, we're having trouble with the axe. I think I'm just, I'm kind of just winging it. I'm trying to figure out from like the first one, am I throwing over or under? And then I'm like not gathering data on that. So let's see. Okay, there it is. There's the double. Let's end this. There we go. We got it. We end it with another double. Yeah, look at that. So we found it. Oh, it's double knife spin, double axe spin, double knife spin. I'll take that. Very bad double spins, though. I can tell by the way they were easy to pull out of the log. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so check out our long form. We do a series called Park Hopper. It's what we love to do the most. We throw in the wilderness. This is just our hangout. I'm checking the chat. We have 7 likes. Thanks for the challenge, Jarvis Jerry. And let me know if you guys have any other challenges. Knife throw. Knife is swinging, release. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to understand that, Loki, but I think you're giving me some good advice. Yeah, so we just need a few more likes. We're going to drink the super serum. I'll probably give it like a few more throws. Maybe I'll just drink it anyways, but let's see. Should we do 10 in a row? Let's just do 10 in a row. Randomized. I'll try not to throw the same thing twice if I can. I don't know if I have 10 different things, but here's 2 different knives. 1, Oh, let's try to mix it up. All right, that's what's cool about this other log. It's a little different. So we got 2 knives. There's that log. There's that log. That's 2. Then we got this knife. We're just gonna do half spin. Oh, that knife is a lot lighter. I always forget. That's the fun part of throwing a variety too, is without me narrating for the audience, I'm usually focused on how they feel. There we go. 3, 1, 2, 3. And we got 3 different axes. 1, 2. That handle can come out. That's okay. 3. So that's 6. Then we got the machete. We got a full board. I should have started with this, but we're gonna put it right in the middle on the top, or right there. So that's 7. Unfortunately, I don't have 7. I have 3 other randomized things. We're gonna do the same knives. Just more half spin. 1, 2. Oh, I threw over it. Oh, that sounds like that one fell on the back. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay, so that was 9. We can do 10. We're gonna do 10, and then we're gonna pin a can. We're gonna do some backflips. Yesterday, during my stream, if you watched, I stuck 2 axes in a row without looking by throwing them behind my back. That's a fun party trick I have under my belt as well. If you want to give me a challenge, I love doing different challenges. So this is 10 in my hands, I think. We'll try and stick all of these again. Let's go speed round. Let's go speed round. Ah, that's what happens when you throw a lot fast too. It's like, honestly, I should have spaced it out better, but I was just doing what was working. So we're getting hung up a bit on this 10 in a row. So let's knock it out. Oh, what's up with that axe? All right, we got to restart. I'll give it one more try, and we'll check the chat. So if you have any questions or want me to see what you're saying, I got to give you guys a little bit of a lag. So that way when I say it right now and I walk over there, you'll actually have written it because there's a delay. So, yeah, we're throwing axes, we're throwing knives, we're trying to get to 3K subs and watchtower. So just hanging out here helps us big time. Right now I'm just doing 10 in a row of random items. Let's put the axes over here for fun. It's like painting. Now we got some knives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 2 more things to do. We'll do an underhand. And then we have the machete, but I did not leave myself room. So please do not come back at me. There we go. Solid 10 in a row. Let's go check that out together. You guys can see what it looks like. There's no green screen. We got 7 likes. Pretty good 10 in a row. Very safe throwing styles, but it's always fun to weave them between each other. Look at them all lined up. So we are unable to get 10 likes, sadly. That's all right. I think I'm going to drink that Super Soldier Serum, and we're going to see if it actually helps me pin a can. So I hope you guys are ready for the real challenge. It's about to start. We're going to throw a can floating in the air. A very classic maneuver for a knife thrower to try. We're setting you guys back up, just like that. We only need the big log, so we're going to adjust the angle to be a bit more big log focused. Let me know how my audio is. Let me know how the angle of the screen is. All right. We had a huge drop in followers. I guess they got their fill of that target challenge. So here we go. We're picking up all of these, and then we're going to drink the Super Soldier Serum. I'm very excited to see what this is. And then we're going to see how it affects my throwing. So this is the moment you've all been waiting for. We're going to kick our logs. When you pull the axes out, it pulls them off the stand. All right, I'm going to grab this real quick. Give me 1 second, folks. Talk amongst each other. Okay. So, I'm going to check the chat. Here is our elixir. Here's our potion. If we get 3 more likes, it'd be cool, but I'm going to drink this. Let me see how far back I have to stand. Okay, I got to stand kind of far back for you to see. Okay, so, again, I was at a science fair, and this kid came up to me. He's like, hey, I watched Danger's Edge. Love you guys and you're throwing. I made this potion in my science class for you to drink, and in theory, it should make you a better axe and knife thrower, almost like the Flash, if you think about how the Flash runs. So we're going to take a sip of this, and then we're going to try and pin some cans. It might take a second for the potion to set in, but we'll see. Here we go. Ready? Okay, this is crazy, folks. Here we go. I'm drinking the potion. It tastes like someone put blue coloring dye in yellow lemonade. Odd. Okay. I feel tingly. That feels strange. Whoa. I do feel stronger all of a sudden. That's kind of crazy. Whoa. It's like my veins are all changing strength. Whew. Oh, man. That's a really good potion. All right. So we in pins now. No one in the chat said if they wanted me to throw an axe, a knife, or a machete. So we're going to throw an axe. Let's see. I feel like I don't even need glasses anymore after I drank that. Wow. I like the sun is not bothering my eyes anymore after that potion. So here we go. Let's see if let's get a warm-up throw. Wow, okay. That's very powerful. Whoa, that potion. Okay, here we go, folks. Let's see if that potion works right away. Let's pin this can. Oh, not a good start. I feel all trembly still from the potion. I feel like it's settling down there. So here we go. Let's get this can on. Oh, wow. Okay. That was really close. Let me know if you guys can see everything clearly on the logs and my elbow isn't blocking it. I'm going to check the chat real quick. I feel like we're going to get this real quick. That potion is doing me wonders. I'm actually going to move this slightly. There we go. All right. Let's pin this can. Ooh, no luck. Yeah, it's a great day to work out. I'm going to pin this can after the wind blows. Ooh. Okay, I need to focus. I think I'm like expecting the potion that I just drank to throw for me, but I think I still need to throw. I still need to be present. Ooh. Well, anyone out there, an axe thrower, knife thrower, mountain biker, rock climber, I don't know, any kind of outdoor sports, let me know. I want to try them all. Wow, that was really close. I do feel like this new spidey sense after drinking that, where everything else in the world goes silent and I can focus on the can. We're so close, folks. I bet we're going to get this right now. I'm feeling like every try I get like a little bit more of that potion in me. Ooh, the handle hit the can. Ooh. How are y'all doing? We're trying to pin this can. We just took a magic potion. Oh, geez, we're actually so close. What's happening there is the axe is rotating like this, and it's hitting the handle before the blade. So I gotta rotate a little slower, faster. Here we go. Oh, are you kidding me, folks? We just got robbed. Look, I totally demolished it. What happened is the axe hit a rock. Well, maybe it hit one of the rocks in there. I'm not saying damage on the blade, so let's keep going. We're close. Oh, geez, we're so close. Why did that knock the window? I think I hit the dead spot. All right, here we go. I feel that super potion giving me energy. Ooh. This can is getting a weird shape, but we got it right here. We're going to pin this right now. Oh, we're like moments behind it. That's what's really fun about axe throwing. Highly recommend everyone give it a try. Hitting a can, it's like easy in theory when you like if you first tries, but ooh. All right, we're getting a bit sloppy there, but we're gonna get this. I feel it. I have another can here. This one's quite destroyed, but I want to get this one on the board. Oh, I thought that was it. How many will it take? I wish you told me how long it took for that potion to set in. But we're close. We're close to pinning this can. I'll check the chat real quick, see how everyone's doing. We got some damage here. That one was close. Thanks, Jarvis. Here we go. This one's for Jarvis. Oh, my goodness. I definitely feel like dedicating attempts to people in the chat while it's novel gives me more focus in the moment. Oh, we're getting some really good can throws and good axe throws, but there's like a moment. It's all milliseconds. It's all brain milliseconds of tracking and release. Oh, folks, we are getting there. I definitely like throwing the underhand axe for pinning because it's a quicker release than overhand. That was perfect timing. We were just 2 inches to the left. We were just 2 inches to the left, folks. So let's get this right now. Yeah. I felt that one coming too. I said it. I know I said it every time. Don't quote me. But there we go, folks. I think that super serum is helping me out. Look at that, folks. We got the pin. Very happy. I'm going to take a screenshot, so I'm going to get the chat over the axe head. That's kind of our signature screenshot. So we're going to have a lot of Jarvis, Jerry, and Loki here. Oh, dang, I did it again. I accidentally turned my phone off and I was screenshotting. I think you usually lose a chunk of followers from that, but we lost one. That's not bad. Cool. Well, we got one can pin today. Should we go for another? I feel like going for the other one too. Should we leave that one up? That's the challenge. All right, I'm going to drink more potion. So for everyone in the chat, we still have a lot of this super serum I was given. I was given this super serum at a science fair. A kid gave me this, said it'll help my throwing. I think it has helped a little bit. We pinned that in less than 5 minutes, I would say. Maybe less than 12 tries, random guess. And that's because I drank this. So I'm going to drink some more of this weird potion. And then we're going to try and pin another can. I've never pinned one on the small log. It's harder in every way, as you can imagine. So maybe we'll do that. So let's give this another chug and see if I get more abilities to do more can pins. Here we go. Oh yeah. Definitely tastes like lemonade with blue food coloring. but it must be a magic potion. That's way more likely it's magical. Whew, okay. Oh, I feel powerful. Let's see if we can leave. Let's test out our half spin. Okay, that was a bad half spin. I think I'm still feeling the potions climb. Do you think we can pin a can on that one? Again, it comes down to having a really good can throw that's going to fall. Or the other technique is you either throw it high and it falls right past, or you throw it so it hits here and kind of bounces off. Because then it's like the knife has more time to get to it here. Whereas falling, you as the thrower have more time to time the throw. So we're just going to see how our half spin feels. That was really good. Okay, let's try and pin this. See if we can get 2 pins on the board. First try for the potion. Okay, that was actually a very convincing try. But I flubbed the axe throw. So I'm going to check the chat. We just drank a superhero serum. And we're going to pin this right now. We're just over the hour mark. Here we go, folks. Okay, that was a bad can throw. A bat can. Oh, that was really close. That was a really close one. I'm feeling that drink I had, the super serum. It's giving me some power. Oh. Okay, I actually did like the ultimate. That was such a good can throw. Wasted. Right here, folks. Wait. I don't even know if you can see that log. Okay, you guys can see that log. Oh, can't see the small log. Okay, yeah. Let me figure out why that is. Thanks. Yeah, I was just thinking about that, Jarvis. Let me know how that is. How's that, Jarvis? We're going to pin this one right now. I'm hoping you can see it. Oh. I would love to try and pin a can that was like the same radius as the log. Jarvis, I'm checking your comment. Can you see the small log? Can you see it? Yeah. All right, perfect. Then this one's for you. This one's for JJ. I feel that super serum. Whoa. Okay, maybe that was what I was feeling. Here we go. Oh my goodness, dude. You have no idea. Well, you might have some idea of how close that was. I will also say, if you notice, I did a can flip perfectly onto the table. Okay, here we go. Wow. You notice that? It brings up that sentiment in my mind. Aim small, miss small. I think it's from Hurt Locker. But since the log's smaller, I feel like I'm throwing everything better. Here we go, folks. Oh. That was a quick release. We didn't pierce the can, but we definitely banged it up a bit. We're trying to get a second pin. We still have our axe pin up there, so here we go. Now, through the can over the log. Here we go, folks. We drank that super serum. I'm hoping we can get this in the next one throw right here. I'm calling it. That was trash. Yeah, do you think the super serum worked? Do I look stronger? Is my voice deeper? Right here. Okay, we got the knife on the board. Inches away from the can. I keep throwing into this cubby. Okay, we're going to reset. I don't think I really need the reset, though. I'm kind of doing good. But here we go. Oh. Okay, we're close. We're close, folks. I just need to focus. Oh my goodness. The knife was just right behind the axe. The can. The knife was right behind the can. So I need to lob it a little more. This one's it, folks. Oh well. I feel like I feel very close. Like that was a bad can throw, very low. So I don't think I probably have pinned an axe and a knife within the same session. Oh, we hit the can. I'll check the chat, see how everyone's doing. Help us get to 3K, it'd be awesome. We're trying to pin this can right on that log. I'm gonna have a little bit more of the super serum. We've been drinking this super serum I got from a science project kid to see if my throwing gets better. That's the craziest taste, like lemonade. So now we should be able to pin this can. Oh, we already pinned the axe to a can, as you can see on the board. So now we're trying to do a knife on the other log. This is like the harder mode. Oh, what was that? What was that? It looked like it bounced off the can. There's no can damage. All right, folks, let's knock this out. Oh, I hate that when you're tracking it in the air and you're like, I'm going to throw below it, and then it hits on top of the log. It's a very common occurrence. I tend to throw too high. Here we go. Oh, it's always fun doing this. I enjoy the strategy. It's not my favorite thing to do with knife throwing is pinning, but I think it does good for shorts. Okay, we'll get that knife later. We lost 2 back there. I'm not going to go digging right now. I've been throwing it into the darkness. Here we go, folks. We're going to pin this can. Oh. A lot of repetition when you throw it, try and pin cans. I like more like a variety mix of throwing. It's my favorite. You see, we're sticking the knife good. We're throwing the can bad. And we balance out one without losing the other. Here we go. Oh, jeez. That felt good. You know, you can't be mad at like good form. Can't be mad at good form. Here we go, folks. Let's get this. Rejected. All right, I'm going to give it two throws in silence, and I'll check the chat. Right here. Oh, that was my hardest throw. I threw that knife real good. You can see how this helps your accuracy and training, your reflexes, all that. And we're close, you know. That's one of those things. Like, if you ever watch skateboarding, it's like they can be pretty far from landing it, and then boom, it's over, just like this, right here. Oh, we hit the can, right here. That's as close as you can get. I hit the knife was rotating and pushed the can out of the way. So we're a little late, I think, right here. That was over the log throw. I'm going to check the chat. We're going to sip the potion. We're going to pin this. We got 49 people, 12 likes. Thanks for being here, guys. Can't see the far edge of the log. That's crazy because on my screen it's like in the middle. So I just want to make sure I'm visible. Yeah, let me know how that is. I want to get it as zoomed in as possible so you can see all the action without compromising view. So here's the potion. That should make you throw better. Here's a can and a knife. Let's drink this and let's see if it helps me pin this. We're almost out of the super potion. I feel good though. Let's see if that did the trick. Oh my goodness, that was the closest one yet. We dented the can. For some reason, we're blowing up the can. Here we go, folks. Oh man, I feel it now. I feel like it's no longer luck. It's just choice. We've been going for like an hour nonstop throwing metal. You can imagine the workout. And we're going to pin this can right now. Here we go, folks. Oh, that was perfect timing. But I threw it to the left. All right, here we go, folks. I'm going to keep saying that because it builds up the narrative for me in my mind to stick it right now. And we're going to stick it right now. Oh. That's still like, how many knife throws in a row? All right, we're going to go nonverbal and give it one try, maybe three. All right, we got to grab that knife. That one went in the back. No one likes a knife in the back. I'm supposed to be nonverbal right now. We're going for the pin challenge. We had the super serum. Don't know if it helped. Oh, but we're close. I recommend everyone try and pin a can once in their life. I think it's a fun rite of passage to a degree. We're gonna wait for this wind to stop. Okay. Like I said, we got the knife on lock. Okay, nonverbal. Here we go. Oh, not talking, I think, does help. But nothing is considered helpful unless you actually stick it. Otherwise, you're just... Sorry, folks. I don't think that potion's working. It got us the axe pin. But here we go. Just gotta stay focused. There's some wind. I don't know if you can see the can moving from the wind, but it doesn't help. We're just we're missing that secret sauce that's gonna make it happen. I think I need to throw faster. So we're gonna throw faster, folks. We're burning out. That time, the can was way behind the axe with a knife. Let's check the chat. How are we doing, folks? You think I got this? We have 57 people, 13 likes. The Viking oil. What's up, man? Greetings from Belgium, dude. Nice. All right, this one's for you. This one's for the Viking. Oh, dude. I really thought I had that for you. I actually threw it a little too late. Although, where this knife stuck, the can didn't actually float. But we're getting this workout. We've been throwing for over an hour. We got a few fun challenges completed. We're trying this hard one, and then we're going to do a backflip. We've pinned a bunch of cans on this channel, but I think no matter how many cans you pin, it's still a challenge. But we're close. Like, I think if you look at like our throws in the can on like a graph of statistics, it's like highly probable to happen any try. It's just part of the challenge is literally you gotta reset, take every try. I guess your only try. Oh, like the can was just right there a minute ago. A year ago it was right there. So what that tells me is throw a little bit higher. Oh, there we go. Dude, now the knife was in before the can passed, so we overshot our deadline. We took a train too early. Oh, that felt so good. All right, I think what we're going to do, folks, we're going to drink the last of the super serum. I think we need a little more. This is a potion given to me by a science fair kid. He said this will help me throw knives. So here we go. Let's finish this. Oh, that's crazy stuff. I do feel powerful. Here we go. Oh my goodness. It's always so close. I was really hoping to just drink the potion and hit it right away. Look at those knife throws. Let's see that's in there. Here we go, folks. Again, I think my can throws are just like, I don't know if they're too linear. I'm throwing straight at it. But here we go. Oh my God. Did you guys just see what happened there? We got half credit on that one. Half credit. So we did actually do part of it. Here we go. Let's finish this. Gotta watch out for that hole now. I don't want to cut my finger. Yeah, most of our content revolves around throwing knives in the wilderness at random logs that we come across. That's our favorite thing. But working from home like this, all we got. And we're close. I'm like missing by a little bit, which tells me I need to throw faster. So we're gonna throw faster. Oh man, that was fast. Again, I'm throwing the can straight at the target instead of dropping it low, like from a high, just because the space of the log is very small. So we're gonna get it right here. No, yeah, I feel like I'm doing that same kind of, I found out how to get close to doing it, and I'm like clinging to that, but I need to evolve right here. Yeah, but you know what? The payoff is always so good on these. The payoff is fantastic because you know it's like you can't do it unless you are fully trying to do it. Here we go. This one's it. Jeez, we're still like right behind the can. If you were watching our live, I think maybe it's yesterday or 2 days ago, I literally did this, but I threw two knives at once and pinned the can onto the wood. I think the difference here is just this smaller log. It means that with this one I could hit it all over the place to pin it, so I can track it better. But this one, I have to throw exactly where we're at. So let's get this. Let's move on to the backflips. Ooh. it's like I love to see that. But also, it's like such a bummer that like I felt so perfect right here, folks. I'm gonna go nonverbal for a few. I did not like that throw. This can's getting all crumply. Maybe that helps. Let me check the chat real quick, see how we're all doing. This one's taking a little longer, but that's part of the game. Here we go. And then we'll do a backflip for celebration. I'm going to get it right here. Oh, it's so close. I feel like I'm like trying to think of like each millisecond. What am I thinking about? And I got to make room for something else. Oh, yeah, I'm just late. Okay, so what we're going to do is focus on throwing harder. Throwing harder means throwing faster. That was definitely faster and harder, but see, the compromise there was I stopped thinking about the can, so I threw it bad. We need to get both of those on board. Right here, folks. This one's for Jarvis Jerry. Sorry, Jarvis. You get the worst can throw of the day. Here we go, folks. We're in the sea hole now. If you don't know, the sea hole is the can hole. Can hole is a term we use for when this is happening, where you like, I'm gonna hit a can, and it takes a long time, but you can't stop. Why stop? It could be any one of these. It's that next try mindset, you know. The sea hole. And there we go. It's over. Ah. Finally. Thanks for sticking in there if anyone did. Sometimes you just got to talk about sea holes. Never give up. The Viking oil. This one's for you, bud. You definitely hyped me up talking about knives and Valhalla and all these cool things, man. Let's go in, take a little break from throwing for a sec. Check out we got 2 pins today. Pretty good they were probably within the same 30 minutes. We got an underhand axe, overhand knife, 2 different logs, 2 different brands of alcoholic beverage. Very happy with that. Thank you guys. Bro, yes. I know, pretty happy. Jarvis, that one was for you. I think I said the one before was for you, but that one was for you. That's what I meant. I'm going to set you guys up right here. Going right through the middle. So we throw a little bit more for celebration, and then we'll do the backflip at... If we get to 16 likes, I'll do a backflip. But right now, we're going to I want to throw some other techniques now. I'm tired of throwing that half spin. So I think we have 2 knives stuck behind the log. We're going to do a no spin. We're going to fail at no spin. Now, no spin has a very different release point when you're throwing it from half spin. So throwing a lot of half spin and shifting to no spin, I have to reteach myself what I'm doing. We're just going to throw some random stuff. Some half spin, some no spin. Celebratory axe. We'll do the Western style like this. There we go. Maybe an overhead on the small log. Let's just do that again. Overhead on the small log. And we got 4 more knives here. Let's keep this party rolling. And we got the machete. Oh, we missed. Pretty good spread though. That's what I like. I like doing variety and like trying to figure out where to put the axe and knife so everything fits. And then throwing in different throwing techniques. We did no spin, half spin, and full spin for that challenge right there. So we're doing a variety of throws. I like to throw with my other hand too. So maybe we'll do some of that now. Show you guys how to throw with your left and rights. Throwing axe is way easier with the opposite hand than throwing knives opposite hand. We'll just do a little bit. If we get to 16 likes, I'll do a backflip. And right now we're at 14 likes. So here we go, folks. We're going to do some opposite hand. It's my right hand. Everyone say hi, right hand. Whoa, that one was wobbly. It like hit the bark. Hit the bark of the tree on that one. We're going to just do 3 in a row, opposite hand, and then we'll call it for throwing today. Just a little cool down. There we go. Very nice. Let's show you guys the setup one more time. Then we'll do a backflip. That's 16 likes. If we get 2 more likes, you'll get to see me do a backflip. We drank a super soldier serum, which I should have got a picture of actually. I did not get a picture. But we did pin a can with a knife and a can with an axe today. I think we did like 15 in a row earlier. So, pretty good workout day. That's what I do for upper arms. Now I'm going to do my leg workout, which I don't really live stream. It's just I skateboard. So, it's me doing a bunch of different skate tricks flat. Keep those legs loose. But right now we're going to do a backflip if we get 14 likes. So, I'm going to set this up for a backflip. Let's get a few more likes, and we'll do a flip right here in the grass. I'm going to take everything off my setup, so I guess I'll film that like this for you guys. Let's get 2 more likes, and I'll do a backflip. I always end my streams with a backflip. Use it or lose it. We're going to have to drink more drinks. Actually, for fun, too, we could try and throw this. You guys can probably see the log. I'll try and no-spin it. I hope you guys saw that. I hope you guys saw that. Right there. I could probably do it again, honestly. Let's try and do it again. I just pinned the pinned can again with a no-spin. That's the fun of knife throwing. It's always a... You can try and get away with everything. See, look here. The can. This will be the 3rd throw. Somehow it didn't mess up the axis. Oh, we lost it. But we did get it once, so I'll take that. If that was a little Easter egg for you, saw it in the corner of the screen. I threw the can. I threw the knife that was holding a can back into the log. I think we have 2 lost knives. I gotta go fetch those after the stream. But I'm happy my axe throwing stuff is actually going really good right now. It's a bit of a mess over here, but the thing about axe knife throwing walls and setups is that they're kind of ever changing. They're always literally being destroyed. You destroy it every time you build it. And so it gets to a point where you're just like, all right, I guess we gotta fix it. So let's see, do we have 16 likes? If we get 16 likes up here, well, for me up there, then I'll do a backflip. So we need 2 likes out of 49 people. I'm gonna have some water. Take my hat off. I don't like to flip with the hat on. Just something that falls off. So I'm gonna look for these knives real quick while we wait for 2 more. I'll tell you a story. So let's see. I'm gonna tell you guys a story about a knife I have that's really cool. My favorite knife I own, which is one of those red ones, but I didn't spray paint it red, so the knife is still a silver or a black knife. And so I had this knife. If you go watch the Perfect Days knife throwing video on our channel, it's the throw where I come out of the water. If you watch that throw, I threw a knife and it went into a hole in the middle of a log. So it didn't there was no middle of the log. It was like rotted out, and I threw a knife and it went in the middle. Like right here was hollow, and I lost the knife. I couldn't reach it. I couldn't see it. I was like, dang, I lost this knife. So then a year goes by, and I go back to this log, and I still want to get this challenging throw I've been working on. And so I started throwing at it again, trying to challenge. And then I accidentally throw the second knife right in the middle of the log where it's a hole, and it disappears. I'm like, no, I lost another knife here. We just found this knife. So then I reach in there to grab the knife I just lost, and I pull out the knife from last year that was stuck in there since I was in Tahoe last time. Oh, I see the other knife. I see the other knife. So yeah, so I ended up throwing one knife one year, and then it got lost in the log. And I came back the next year and threw it the same log, got another knife lost in the log, and I pulled out the one from last year. And when I pulled the one out, it was completely orange because the water in that log and the weather, the snow over the year, rotted the whole layer off. And so I'll show you the knife somewhere. It's not here, but it looks like it's like pack-a-punch. It has like a detailing to it because of the rust damage. Made this like hieroglyphic kind of patterning on the knife. And so I have that knife in my room. I throw with it on trips. I think it looks really cool. I try not to throw with it out here because I don't want to destroy it. Like, these knives are very worn down and they work great, as you can see. But anyway, that's my favorite knife. It's in there. It was super orange rusted from being stuck in a log all winter, all summer. Took it out, buffed it, sanded it. I did WD-40 and vinegar, burn off all the rust. And now it's like the coolest looking knife. It looks like 500 years old. But it's just one of these with 1 year's worth of rust. So I have that knife. And the second one I threw for that story, the second knife I threw, is still somewhere in that log. So we are looking for 2 more likes out of 57 people, and I'm going to do a backflip right here. Whew. Just trying to get some likes up. We're trying to get to 3K watchtowers and 3,000 subs, so race to 3K on 2 different terms. And if we can get there, then we can monetize, help us financially, and really take this to the next level. Right now I'm just throwing a medley of, that was full spin. We're going to try and do 2 no spin, 2 half spin, 2 full spin. Just kind of killing time. What other stories do I have? Let's see. Well, we've been throwing knives for a long time, and we've gone on many trips to wilderness areas where the Forest Service cuts down logs. And so we'll come across a log just like this one right here in the middle of the woods, and we'll just do this at it. We'll work on our throws, and we'll do like cool sequences while we're there. It's a lot like skateboarding I got inspired by, where you roll up on a new street spot, think about how to hit it, how to complement the environment, and you film a hard sequence there. That was our full spin. There's our half spins. Traditionally the easiest throw for a knife throw. Very nice grab you have on it. Anyways, yeah, so we tried to make these long, beautiful, horizontal videos. Oh, we messed up the no spin. We'll restart the challenge. But it takes a long time to make these like wilderness trips, throwing at exotic logs, doing hard throws. Like, it's the life though. We really do enjoy it. But the internet says make shorts if you want to be seen. I'm gonna rethrow one of those. There was a clean. So those are no spin. Let's try and get 2 half spin. I guess we'll just do 3 in a row now since we got 3 here. So we're trying to do more of those strips. We have a lot of really cool long form planned out. One of our biggest videos that literally has never been knife throwing. Our team has filmed, but we have not edited or released it yet, just because we all have our own jobs and it's tiring, it takes a lot of work. So we are pacing ourselves with how much work we can put into our hobbies. So we're going to have to restart the challenge with half spin. There's 3 half spin. So we got 3 no spin and 3 full spin left to do 9 in a row with 3 different throwing techniques. This is a fun way to just keep yourself hot with each technique. Whoa. Again, my full spin is just off. I think it's a bit of a confidence thing too. So let's start with full spin. Dang, we're hitting a dead spot too. I gotta aim somewhere else. For those of you who don't know, a lot of logs have what we call dead spots, where it's usually where like a branch would skew off from the log, and it creates this really dense wood. And these knives are not the sharpest anymore, so I do get robbed every once in a while. But I just gotta aim somewhere else. So there's 3 full spin, arguably the hardest for me. So now we just need 3 half spin, 3 no spin. When the challenge is over, we'll leave the no spin for last. Get our half spin on. Nice placement too. We always say it's a good throw if you can put your fingers, your pointer, and your thumb together and fit all 6 in there. If you can fit 6 in there, that's a really good challenge. Maybe I'll do that next week or tomorrow, whenever I stream next. So now to beat this challenge, we need 3 no spin. And we flubbed it. Dead spot. So we gotta do the challenge again. And this is how I get my workout. Micro challenges. It's not about time. It's about completion. And by completing it, you will get far more of a workout than you anticipated. Let's check the chat. We got 14 likes. If we get that like number up to 16, I'll do a standing backflip for you guys. Until then, we're trying to do 9 knife throws in a row of 3 different techniques. So here's no spin. Ah, man, we keep flubbing. We're getting tired. 1, 2, 3 no spin. Okay, I'm gonna grab that one in the back. Then we have 6 more to do in a row to beat this challenge. And if we beat the challenge, we're gonna do a standing backflip, and we're gonna end the stream. So let me think of another story for you guys. Kind of running out the clock here for fun. Let me focus on these full spin. Oh. Again, the full spins are just spicy. It's just the extra rotation. I really like knife throws where you make it rotate less because it's easier to quantify what you're doing. You know what I mean? So we're going to restart. We're trying to get 9 in a row. We're starting with 3 full spin. There we go. So we got our full spin. That's arguably the hardest. Now let's get no spin out of the way. Just got to start strong with my no spin. Don't flub it. There it is. All right, now we just need 3 half spin, and we're done. We can mess up a half spin real easy, though. My hands are wet. I've been throwing for an hour and a half. We'll even throw one on the other log as a challenge. There it is. All right, there we go, folks. That was 9 in a row. 3 half spin, 3 no spin, 3 full spin variety challenge. Let's get 2 more likes, and I'm going to do a standing backflip right here in the grass to end our live stream. Otherwise, let me think of a story, and maybe I'll throw a little more while I'm at it, you know. We're trying to get our watchtowers up to 3K, as well as our subs, so anything helps. Even if you're just here hanging out for a second. Just I'm gonna not throw for a second. I've been throwing for an hour and a half nonstop. But I like to have my workouts condensed. Like if I'm working out, we're doing it, you know. We're not gonna rest between. Oh, we got 16 likes. All right, thanks everybody. So we're gonna do a standing backflip right here. If you know anything about me, Ryan Myers here of Danger's Edge. So I backflip every day of my life. I'm gonna do this so I keep my backflips, use them or lose them. So now what I'm doing is I'm just taking off my shoes and socks because my flips have been kind of bad recently, and I need to be as light as possible. Okay, so we're gonna do some stretching. It helped last time. Make sure we get a good snap around. We're gonna make sure those hips open up. There we go, folks. Yeah, if you don't know how to backflip, I highly recommend learning. I think it's challenging, but what I get out of it is mental fortitude. Just make sure I don't land on anything. When I backflip every day, it keeps my mind focused on achieving goals. Oh, we lost a like, so we'll still do the backflip. I want to. It's time. It's time to flip. All right, here we go. No more talking. Make sure that earpiece stays in my ear. Okay. Here we go, folks. You're going to pull your pants up so you can squat more. All right. Backflip time. Finding good footing. There we go. I don't like how I backflip right now, but I like that I backflip right now. You know what I mean? So thanks for watching that, guys. There's nothing on the log, but I'll show you the logs. All right, that's going to be my stream for today. We do these all the time. Go check out our long form. Give us a like, sub. We're trying to grow. And yeah, have a good one. Go outside.